Good morning, everybody. I'm down here at beautiful Waterway Park early in the morning getting my walk on. It's cold this morning, I'm here to tell you. I got some things to talk about, some updates about my back, my times I walk, but that will be at the end of this video. Let's get started on the rocks. It is the third week in the rock tumbler, guys. Alright, I'm gonna probably be doing this video as I walk, and the camera may switch a little bit that way or that way because I'm not using my gimbal stabilizer. I usually don't use that when I'm doing a video when I'm out in the field walking. With that being said, let's get started. Now, maybe some of you guys may not be interested in the rock tumbler, may not be interested in the videos when I talk about the rocks. I get that, I understand. And I'm going to continue doing it because it's for my own history anyway, and for my own, what I call my video diary. That way, later dates, I can look back on it and say, hey, that's what them rocks did. Now, Angie and I are rock tumbler amateurs. We are only on our second batch. We are 3 weeks in. Let's get talking about the rocks and we talk more about what I'm going to say afterwards. Okay. You know, it still blows my mind when she opens that lid and it looks like watered down clay. Well, I figured it out. The powder stuff she puts in there is the same color, so it's kind of clayish. This time it was actually doing something it never done before. It had bubbles in it. We never seen anything like that before, and all the other times we did it. So basically, when the rocks come out of that thing, before she wrenches them off, they look like crap. Oh God, do they ever. You know, you can't really see anything, and the steps you have to take when they come out of the rock tumbler is unreal. There's so much work. I wish I could tell you I do it, because I don't. My wife does all this. Okay, my doggy's having a pee-pee moment, so we'll stop for a second. Are you done? Okay. So basically what she does is she wrenches the rocks off, you know, and then basically what we've been doing is put them on a towel. Now when they get put on the towel, they're very wet and they look so good. They have the shine to them. You can see basically what's inside the rocks. They look like gems. Now I think we started off with 13 rocks. And some of these rocks are very tiny. Going through that rock tumbler, if you got a small rock, it ain't gonna make it. And some of them, if you remember, you go back when I first started this batch, I said some of them kind of look like chalk. It wasn't chalk. Well, neither one of them rocks made it. I have no idea. All these rocks came from the river. We'll talk about that in a minute. But when she puts it on the towel and they're still wet, they look really, really good. Hey, we're gonna stop for a minute. My back's hurting at this moment. But then when the rocks start drying, they're smooth, but they kind of looked at it, they lose that appeal. We're gonna get to that here in a little bit. But we noticed this time in two of the rocks, we noticed something inside the rock. I can't quite put my finger on it. We'll see if it's there next week when we do the cleanup then. But it looks like something really neat inside there. Something that's kind of like just, it's hard to explain. There's something inside the rock that's kind of like shining through. It's really cool. Now, I'm basically telling you about the rocks, and I'm showing you the video footage of us last night doing the rocks, so it may not be in line with what I'm saying right now. My apologies about that. In the future, I'll probably get better at that. I could probably do it better now if I wanted to, but, you know, sometimes I'm lazy. Actually, I should do it better, and I probably will the next time. But anyway, I learned something. It's something that Angie told me last week, or the week before. A lot of people put baby oil on them, and that's what brings out the shine. So all the videos you see out there, now I could be wrong, so if you are one of these people that do the rock tumbler, and if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But all the videos we see out there with these shiny rocks, they're putting baby oil on them, or they're wetting them down. Because I'm here to tell you, once ours dry, they're very smooth, they're still pretty, but they don't have that shine, they have a dull look. Of course, the final step, and here's what's coming next. Okay, we just finished up with our 3rd week, right? Now we're going to the 4th week, which is the final week. Once we finish up with that, we will put them in again for the final step for 3 more days. And there's the stuff she puts in there that's supposed to put in really, really good shine on them. And we're going to see if that happens. So, oh, I'm getting that vlogger arm. Hold on. Oh, it hurts. Go on over there, baby. I'm talking to my dog, in case you guys wonder. Yes, I call my dog baby sometimes because she's my kid. So what we're going to do is when it gets to 4th week, we're going to do a video about it then. And then after 3 days later, we'll see if there's much of a difference after she puts this special stuff in. It's supposed to make them shine even more. I'm also going to show the rocks without the baby oil. Then I'm going to put baby oil on them as well. I probably won't narrate that. I would be all in the same video. So in other words, it won't be like I've been doing, which is easier for me. Because honestly, guys, the only thing I do is videotape this and pick up the rocks and look at them. This is all my wife's doing. Okay, when we get to my car, we're going to have a slow down lap, so we can probably stop here and there. We're amateurs at this. We are definitely enjoying this, and the next batch we do will be river rocks as well. We're going to get through all the river rocks, then we'll start on the creek rocks. You know, I don't know if there's going to be much of a difference. I'm thinking there may be a small difference. But we still have more river rocks to go through. Yes, that day we was picking up the rocks at the river, we picked up a lot of them. Plus the rock tumbler don't hold that many rocks. In the future, once we get better at this, because I don't see us stopping. Oh God, no, we're not stopping anytime soon. I do think in the future we'll probably get a bigger rock tumbler. Okay, this marks the miles I want to get today in today's walk. I'm still nowhere near my normal miles. I'm suffering with pain still. The back is healed up quite a bit, but then again, it hurts like hell in the mornings and the evening times. I think a lot of it is due because of the weather. The weather has set in and my arthritis is like, hell no! So basically, we're going to go ahead and let it run through another week, obviously, because they still have another week to go. And then I will make a video of the results then. And then we put them back in for 3 more days with that, I guess I get more into it, whatever that stuff is she uses that's supposed to make them shine even more. And then I make a video again, which you only have to leave them in there for 3 more days. Then I will show the rocks, what they look like when they come out. Then I'll probably put some baby oil on them and show you what they look like then. Even if the rocks, you know, the thing is, here's what's so cool about the rocks. There's so much time and effort you put into these. So much time and effort. No matter what they look like, you're still going to love them. Because if you think about it, you go out and you collect the rocks. Whatever time it takes you to do that, right? Then you bring them home, you put them in the rock tumbler. Then every week, for a month, 4 times, you take them out of the rock tumbler once a week, clean them off, and put stuff back in and put them back in for another week. You do this 4 times, and then you do it one more time, which would be the 3 days. There's a lot of work that goes into this. A lot of personal love you're putting in these rocks. So no matter what they look like, and no matter what I say, I still think they're pretty awesome. And when these rocks are wet, they are so super shiny. They are really beautiful. Oh my gosh, and they're so smooth. You ever get one of them, I'll tell you what it reminds me of, and I said this to Angie last night. You ever get one of them stress rocks that you're supposed to rub your thumb across, right? You ever get one of them and how smooth they are? That's what these rocks remind me of, because there's no edges on them whatsoever. They're 100% smooth. Now, real quick, I almost forgot to mention this. Back about, I'm guessing a week and a half ago, my buddy Ronnie, he has these rocks. I don't remember what they're called. He gave me the name of them, but I can't think of it. And him and his girlfriend, Maria, oh God, I hope I said her name right. Maria, if you're watching this, my apologies. I'm bad with names. Well, and once I get to know you very well, I'm pretty good with names. Well, anyway, Rocky, amateur videos, Michael, stop that. I'm only human. Okay, let's try it again. Ronnie has these rocks in them. What it is, if you break them open, they have these crystal stuff inside. He's wanting to take some of these rocks that him and his girlfriend collected. I can't remember where they got them. I think they said maybe, I don't remember. And they want to put them in there without them breaking open. You know, put them in where they are and see what they look like going through the rock tumbler. Yeah. So that might actually go on the next batch. Ronnie said he'd bring some in for the next batch, and that'd be kind of cool to see. That would be really cool. I'm hoping the results out of that would be phenomenal. All right, you know what? Oh, hold on. I gotta adjust my watch. Okay, we're gonna do another cool down lap. Yeah, we're gonna do it another one. This time, walk a little slower, which is good to do, by the way. The more laps I could get in, the better for me. But yeah, that's what we're going to do on the next batch. But I got to hook up with Ronnie and say, hey, buddy, we got about, 10 more days as of yesterday. We got 9 more days now. 9 more days, and then we'll be starting the next batch. But yeah, rock tumbling is fun. It is just time consuming, as it takes pretty much a month to do one batch. And like I said, I think we only start off with 13 maybe. I can't remember. We went back to the video and I think we counted out 13, maybe 15. I don't remember. Of course, some of the rocks tumbled up to almost pebbles. It does happen. And one of the bigger rocks is now only half the size as it was. But that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to take off that layer, and then you see the neat stuff inside. All right, guys, now let me give you an update. Okay, my back is better, okay? It's not 100% better, obviously. And throughout the day, some parts of the day, it hurts like hell. The other parts of the day, like right now, it's doable. Of course, I have been walking miles. You know, I put many miles in already this morning. So I pretty much loosened it up. And a lot of it is probably arthritis now. You know, and I'm going to say this name wrong, Persitis. I sure I said that wrong. Angie says I probably have that too. And no, I'm not getting old. Yeah. Scary thing is I am getting a little bit old, but so the back is doing better. I'm hoping to basically get it better enough to go to the football field and start doing laps there. The reason I want the football field so bad, not because I want to run into people that's rude about my goatee or my beard. No, as I can guarantee, pretty much I won't have to worry about no traffic. Yeah, sometimes walking, cars get behind you, and yeah. Now the next big update I want to talk about is when I first started doing the walking thing many years ago, I used to do it at the evening time. Or I would do it in the afternoon time. Well, that all changed after doing that for about 2 years. I started doing my walking early mornings. Well, guys, I did that because I was on my kids' schedule. Them going to school. They've been out of school for a while now. And I'm still on that early morning schedule when I don't really have to do that. Kind of. Okay, if you ever wonder why I keep socks on my water bottles, is to keep the water inside from freezing. Okay, I don't have to do that, and everything for me throughout the day is on a time limit, okay? I schedule my day out. Yes, I'm OCD about that. I can't live without it. So what I was doing today in my mind, I've been wanting to do this for a while, is adjust my times. In other words, work it out where I can walk later in the morning and still be able to get done everything I need to get done. Now my times will adjust when summertime comes. I will go back to very early morning walking. It's anywhere from probably 7 o'clock in the morning or 6:30 in the morning. Today, as of now, and as of for a while now, I walk at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. it's still pretty dang cold. I could probably get away and walk at 11 a.m. Yes! I could probably get away with it and walk at 11 a.m. That will give me more sleep. That would basically make it warmer outside. And it would just work its way out altogether. Now, I got to work them hours in for what I got to do. Now, I'm a busy man usually, okay? Yes, believe it or not, I am. This should be on a whole separate video, but we're not. We're putting it on this rock video. When I get done walking here, I go home and I edit. Or I go home and take a shower. Then I edit everything up. Okay, and then I make the thumbnail, then I hold off before I put it on YouTube. Usually the next day, I will put it on YouTube if I don't do no editing. So in other words, I have YouTube work to do. And some videos take a long time to edit. Big time. So all I have to do is just push them times later in the afternoon to do. In other words, I think I could do it, guys. I truly believe I might be able to pull this off. Now, it's going to be hard because my ass wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning. I don't even need an alarm clock. So when that happens, I got to force myself to stay in bed at least, if I can pull it off, at least another hour. Alright guys, this is the rock video. I don't want to put too much in on this part, okay? I will make a whole other video talking about it. So guys, the next video, if I don't forget, unless something else comes up, it will talk about my time change. Because it's going to probably take a whole video to explain this one. Until next time guys, come on, let's get out of here. Leave me comments down there. Do you have a rock tumbler? Do you do what we're doing? And if you do, can you give us tips? Some types of tips, you know, and point out the things we may be doing wrong. Please, we're amateurs. We want to learn. But guys, until next time, we'll see you in a couple of days, if not sooner. Probably sooner. All right, I'm out of here. Time to go home and get busy.